I want to talk to you about the power of shaping water, and it's Will Shannon here as well, by the way. This is a word that I think I've invented. It may be out there, I should give credit to someone, but I hadn't heard it when I coined the term. Shaping water is the idea that you've got water and you've got fat. Not fat on your hips, although that's fat too. I'm talking about like a plant-based fat that you'd extract a herb into. Herbalists have used glycerol, which is a form of fat or glycerin. It's actually more of a sugar alcohol, but that's not a conversation. But as for short term, fat, water and alcohol to extract herbs. Let's forget the alcohol. I don't want you to drink alcohol extracting. You're doing something to do with herbalists. Let's stick to water and fat on a serious note. Forget the alcohol comment. Now, if I put water and fat into something and I put herbs in there, I'm going to start pulling those properties into the water. I learned when I was a child, and I boiled herbs with my father, and I was a little kid, I've been around it so long, that would put water in and you would boil the herbs and it would come out in the water, and then you could give that to a client. Not like a tea. I was touring manufacturing plants when I was younger, and it would go through a 24, 48 hour convoluted, complicated process. But the most simple form at home is to just boil some tea if you're not in the manufacturing game like I am. But what I would encourage you to do is water and fat. You get this in, and then what you do is you shape the water. Now, shaping a water is putting anything in that will dissolve in the water so the water has more medicinal components that comes inside you. I'll give you some simple ones. Bicarb soda, cayenne pepper, turmeric, green powder, peppermint, chamomile, and I could go on. But if you did nothing more than every time you had water, you were still getting the hydration, but you put a little bit of fat, because fat will pull out different things in water, and you started with like the Pinnacle oils or another oil, and you put in peppermint, you put in chamomile, you put in cayenne, you put in green powder, you put in bicarb. And I'm not saying having too much bicarb and would have to look at your blood pressure and things, obviously, but if you built from there, you'd have a really, really powerful combination. In fact, my friends always tease me, I'm knowing that they come over and I literally boil about 100 different herbs and we drink it. And they tease me, we're up all night, we can survive on 4 or 5 hours sleep. So I get everything I've got access to, and I throw in, I'm like your old grandmother, like a witch's brew, and we boil it, and it's phenomenal. I put in herbs to reproductive organs, nervous system, and people are so scared of herbs, but I've grown up around them. I'm not scared at all. People say, oh my God, you've given me 3 herbs, is that a lot? No, the 100, I boil it, and then I rock and roll. So I want you to please take away from this water shaping, and next time you have water, think about putting our oils in, and at the minimum, I'd encourage you, when you have water, put in our oils and at least put in our green powder, and get in the habit of having your water with that inside of it. Wheatgrass has got 92 of the 102 minerals your body needs, and that's just wheatgrass, and that's the main ingredient in our green powder. So imagine now I'm having water with 92 organic minerals, plus 7 good quality organic herbs. Now I've got a foundation for powerful nutrition, much more powerful than just building from a solid meal would be.